Fans of Star Trek have been anticipating the second season of Star Trek, Strange New Worlds for almost 2 years, but according to Rotten Tomatoes, some are not entirely satisfied with what they have seen thus far. 2 episodes into the season, the audience score for Season 3 is surprisingly lower than the ratings for the first 2 seasons, despite the fact that the review aggregator has fewer than 50 audience ratings. According to Rotten Tomatoes, the 3rd season of Star Trek, Strange New Worlds has a 42% audience score as of July 18th. At 85%, its critic score is significantly higher. In contrast, the Paramount Plus Trek series' first season scored 81% on the audience scale, while the second season scored 77%. 2 episodes from the 3rd season of Strange New Worlds, Hegemony Part 2, and Wedding Bell Blues, debuted on Paramount Plus on July 17th. The first was a light-hearted sci-fi fantasy romp involving a familiar Trek character, and the second was the conclusion of the Gorn battle that was set up in the Season 2 finale. The majority of audience reviews for Strange New Worlds' 3rd season were not positive, despite Rotten Tomatoes user NB stating that it is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun, while still staying true to the characters that we've enjoyed throughout Seasons 1 and 2, wrote NB, who rated the new season 5 stars. S&W is a welcome change from Trek. Enjoy every second of it. But according to user Jason M., that was not Star Trek. Teen theater kids drama with a dash of ridiculous science fiction was what that was. According to user BR on Rotten Tomatoes, the second episode was worse than the singing episode, and the first episode was technobabble coming to an end. Make a greater effort. The Season 2 episode, Subspace Rhapsody, which was practically a full-length musical, was the one to which the user was alluding. The first Star Trek episode was both thrilling and enjoyable. The second episode is so awful that I feel like the show's producers are completely insane. It's nearly as bad as the one where everyone was singing, and that one was really awful. Why on earth do they think we want to spend our viewing time on such nonsense? If you can't tell, I'm furious, smiley face, said Steve C., a Rotten Tomatoes user. Regarding the writing, Paul T. wondered what transpired between Seasons 1 and 2. SNW has been completely destroyed by someone. Between S02 and S03, it has undergone significant change. Writing and cinematography are completely lacking. There is no longer any darkness with a lining of hope. They wrote, it's just bad narratives and bad puns. When Nurse Chapel, Jess Bush, and Spock, Ethan Peck, try to save Captain Battelle, Melanie Scrofano, who has been infected with Gorn eggs, the user also pointed out what might be a continuity error in one of the plot points in the Season 3 opener. Additionally, WTF? To prevent her illness, Mbenga placed his daughter in a transport buffer. Why didn't they treat Battelle the same way? Paul T. wrote in the review, it's as if the authors hadn't seen the first 2 seasons.